Welcome back. My name's Myron, and we are going to do another video together. And I know that you're going to love this video. And as usual, we're dealing with topics centered around men, not just relationships. We're talking about sex, marriage, divorce. We're talking about children, even stepchildren, child support, church, religion, all the subjects that impact men, jobs, all of that. I'm going to give you the raw, uncut view of a man's heart so you don't want to miss out on any of the episodes that we post. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them and I will be glad to respond to them as well. It doesn't matter the subject level that you want to talk about. We're going to deal with it and we are going to go deep. So look forward to hearing some of your questions as well and your comments, and you can follow me and hear some of my other comments in the group Love and Relationships. It is the hottest thing smoking on Facebook. Close to 15,000 members right now, and it is growing, so you want to check it out. All you got to do is search the term love, and it's probably going to come up first. Love and Relationships. Get connected, see what everybody's talking about over there. People looking for love over there too. So just saying. So all right, let's talk about this particular subject. Somebody asked me a question. They sent me a private message. They said, hey Myron, I want to ask my man to church. You think he'll go with me? So that's a good question. So if those of you who go to church, or you're thinking about going to visit a church and you want your man to go with you, look, let me just kind of give it to you this way. All right. A lot of guys don't go to church. Okay. That's cool. You know, the number in the church for women outnumbers men. Now, it's a few different reasons why this is the case, but I'm going to deal with this particular reason. In regards to why a lot of men don't follow their girlfriends, their fiancés, or even their wives to church, or their families. Look, men are not uncomfortable when it comes to church. Okay, I don't care if he's a thugged out soldier in the streets taking care of business on his grind. I don't care if he's a husband and he's just working a job, a 9 to 5. Whatever he's doing, whatever walk of life he chooses for his life, doesn't mean he's uncomfortable when it comes to church. Now, you got some guys, you know, that uncomfortable when it comes to church, just like almost anything else. But the reality of it is, hey, look, I haven't met a lot of guys that's uncomfortable about church. Guys feel as comfortable about church as they feel comfortable about the woman they're going with. Ladies, if you don't feel safe around you, if you don't feel like he's your boo, your dime, no, he's not coming. He gonna stay home, or he's not gonna come. If he's in a situation where he feels that situation is an uncontrolled environment, that situation is where he doesn't really know what's gonna happen, he got to lean on you. He's gonna trust you. So if he can't trust you, or if it don't feel safe, he probably not gonna go. Now, eventually, if a man likes to be around his girl and he likes to chill and be up under her, and on top of that, time is a big deal for him, and he knows that every second with you is a big deal, he gonna follow you to church soon enough. You just wait. You don't have to bring it up to him. You don't have to throw the Bible at him every day. You don't have to throw the J word at him, Jesus, every single day. He gonna come, he gonna follow you, and he gonna test you. Because the second he know you go to church, that's gonna put up some red flags in his head based on other experiences he's had, and depending on whatever lifestyle he's living, maybe he's struggling in some areas, maybe he's not. He's probably had his share of people, particularly women, who have come up to him and said, man, you need to get saved, you need to get your life right, and he's doing the best he can, and he really, those people no different than him, and he feels judged already. And then when he sees you, no, it's not going to happen. So just back off of him. He's going to come. He knows the invitation is there, especially if you invited him to your house to meet your family. He's met your children, whatever. Y'all gone on dates. He know he's welcome to the church. He ain't a fool, so that's not going to be no problem. But here's the thing you ought to remember. Ladies, one thing you shouldn't say when it comes to a man. Don't tell a man what your pastor said. No. That's a big no-no for men. Men don't want to hear another woman say, well, my pastor said. No, that's a turnoff. Look, see, it's some men that may not be working, have been laid off, struggling in areas of their life. Man, I've had women that have gone to men who haven't been working and say, well, my pastor said that you need to get a job. Can you imagine? What? Really? Come on, man, for real. Let's get real. If you say something like that to your man, he gonna click out on you. So don't even try. Just leave that alone. Because see, what happens is the man already has a preconceived notion of what your pastor is like. And until his perception of your pastor changes, and that's only going to change based on him spending time in your church, he ain't changing about his thought about who that pastor could possibly be, because this is the real deal. It's a lot of pastors out there that's sleeping around with other women. It's a lot of pastors out there faking the phone. It's a lot of pastors out there that's not doing right in the church. Okay? Now, please understand, it's a lot of pastors out there as well that are doing right, that are faithful, that are, loyal to the ministry, loyal to their family, and they're taking care of business on both sides of the cloth. That's cool. Got nothing wrong with that. But it's enough pastors out here on TV that's throwing their meat around in every woman's bed they can find. Listen, this is the perception they have. They think your pastor is going to be the same way. Then on top of that, you trying to tell them what another man said? Come on. No, don't do that. If your pastor said something, I had a chance to preach a sermon one day in the church, or a message or teach, or whatever you want to call it. I had a woman come to me after church. She said, Minister Myron, I'm just going to go home and tell my husband. He need to hear that. I wish he was here. I said, oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. You find out what in that message spoke to you that you need to get right. And you tell him, honey, guess what? I learned some things in church that I need to get right, and how God need to deal with me. Don't you go home telling your man that another man said something he need to do. He gone. You're gonna lose him. So I wanted to share that video with you. Just keep it real with you. That's what we're talking about. A lot of the stuff we're dealing with in these videos, a lot of people want to hear, but they're not talking about it in the church. It's hard to hear these topics because you got to have a man and you've got to have a woman that's willing to say, look, all bets off. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it real. Let's just lay it out there. This is what we do. This is what we're talking about. You can follow me on Facebook, like my page, check out Love and Relationships. That's the group I like to hang out at. They doing big things over there, so I want to hear you over there too. And you can check out some of my comments. Talk to you later.